Hey everybody. Okay, so I saw Long Legs yesterday. I just wanted to give my thoughts and see what y'all think too, because I see a lot of discourse on TikTok actually. Since I'm scrolling, I'm trying to think of TikToks to make. But Long Legs terrified me to the point now where I can't even think about some parts of it. There was The story is interesting. I mean, I don't know. This might have spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled at all, don't watch this. I don't know. I'm gonna try to be vague, but it it was advertised as a modern day Silence of the Lambs, right? So we think it's gonna be that kind of vibe, and there's a point in the movie where it can replicate Silence of the Lambs, but they don't do that. And then once you find out what it is, even though it's not my favorite, like I'd rather just have a serial, you know, what's the word? Well, basically a killer. Okay, let's just say what it is. To me, that's like the kind of horror movies I like. But this one was psychological and like, in a way, paranormal. I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the right word, but I don't. But Nicolas Cage's, first of all, his appearance in terms of the story, in terms of everything, unnecessary. That they did that, and it was very effective. Okay, because you can look at that and it's not Nicolas Cage's face. He looks scarier. His character was very, very. Okay, yeah, this is gonna have spoilers. Don't watch if you don't want to be spoiled. His character was very flamboyant. I feel like obviously you guys have probably heard his singing audio. The twice, um, and even y'all, the beginning shot of the film, whatever he says, oh, it looks like I forgot to, or I forgot I'm wearing my long legs, or I forgot my long legs. What does that mean? First of all, and it was scary, and they showed us his face, which I feel like in the promo for the movie, you always saw like bottom half down, right? So it's not that he even looked that different, but it was enough to just unnerve people. And the fact that this man, people are saying, oh, he's a serial killer. He's not. Technically, he doesn't do anything physically to. I don't think, does he? Just the doll does the work, right? That's what they said. I don't think he physically does anything to these kids. I could be wrong, but I think her mom was doing more of that than him. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused now. I'm actually confusing myself. But the fact that he really isn't going into these houses and like killing the people, but he's so creepy and that's exactly what you think is happening, is so flippin' scary. And I actually was more scared and disturbed. I think disturbed is the better word for how I felt after watching the film. Ooh, and that last little clip of him, in the end of the movie, makes my skin crawl. I was sitting there in the seat, not able to move. But just holding my face like this and like trying to breathe and stuff, because after he saw that one girl that worked in the shop with, when she was like, Dad, the weird guy's back again when he bought whatever. I don't even know what he bought. And he was in the car and screaming like, Mommy! Daddy! I was like, did he kill the girl? Did he kidnap her? What happened? I still don't know. But just the screaming he would do, and his performance was so skin crawling. Doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I did feel traumatized after it. It creeps me out. I can't think about it long enough where it doesn't creep me out. So if you weren't scared or creeped out, power to you, kudos to you, because like, okay, if we're talking about gore, Terrifier 2, that one scene, you know what I'm talking about? I always go into horror films and I'm like, okay, I want more gore. I want to see like really cool kills, like creative kills. Terrifier 2 had plenty of. That scene that I'm talking about with the girl made me say, okay, I'm good. No more. I know I've been asking for years, I feel like, for like more deaths. I like watching the death counts or whatever. And just see like how creative it gets. But the practical effect ones are the scariest, I think. How did I get into talking about this? But anyway, I'm just saying, like, and even with the, like, jump scares and stuff, this movie kept you on edge the whole time. It didn't do jump scares much. I don't think ever, but the shots they had where you could see in the background and at any moment something could pop up, the tension's rising, you know, you're expecting something and it never comes. I feel like it's you're unsettled the whole time. I think it's a really good movie. The story, I can get why people don't like it, but it lived up, and I was so excited to see this movie. It lived up to the hype for me because it left me feeling very scared, and yeah, I didn't want to get up out of my seat at the end. And that last clip again of Nicolas Cage, absolutely not. And now I'm thinking about it, but I shouldn't because it makes me feel so scared. Like today, I posted a TikTok of me lip syncing to the Nicolas Cage audio that's going viral, and I was like all in doing it, and I was creeped out by it. I deleted it. I was creeped out by it. That movie creeps me out, and it could have been so much less creepy when you really watch it with the story. Like they didn't have to do all that, but they did, and it was effective. And I think even if you don't like the movie, that Nicolas Cage's character, Longlegs, is creepy, and people are saying they would just like laugh and run away. Um, but you know, you kind of have to suspend reality in some ways. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I think I just rambled and didn't say much anyway. But let me know in the comments, like, how did you feel after this film? Because it definitely affected me, and it's not like I don't know. It was scary. I didn't love like what it ended up being either. Like I said, I kind of wish it was just like traditional like serial killer kind of thing. But yeah, yeah, yeah.